Do you want to go to? Let's play that. I just want to make sure we get to it. So let's play that. The protest clip. If you have that queued up, ready to go, Brendan, while we're playing clips.
All evictions gotta stop, no lawyers, no cops. All evictions gotta stop, no lawyers, no cops. All evictions gotta stop, no lawyers.
Yeah, that is just awesome to see people come together to try to stop these eviction lawyers from basically carrying out these evictions. We've seen, Jamie, you had a clip from last week, I remember, where there were a group of protesters. Was it in New Orleans?
Mm-hmm.
Where basically they formed like a protest, a human wall around the eviction courts to basically block the lawyers from entering the court to evict people. This is taking it even a step.
That's what we in the business call a hard picket.
Right.
When you actually form a line that people cannot get through, no matter how hard they try to Red Rover on through.
Right. This is the even smarter evolution of that, I think, because eventually, I think if you keep waiting outside the courts, cops all across the country are going to get a load of what's going on, and they're going to start dispersing people from the courts and putting up security systems. Because those are off governmental buildings, but it's a little bit harder for them to enforce that in small lobbies and hallways inside corporate office buildings where these lawyers are actually doing their work. So I think this is a interesting new evolution of that.
That's right. There's power in numbers, there's power in collectivity, there's power in direct action. And if a bunch of people can get together and physically block the lawyers from entering their offices where they work on evicting people from their homes all day, if they can block off the eviction courts, if they can form a ring around a building and protect someone from being physically tossed out of their home, as we have seen a few times already, just very recently in Brooklyn on Dean Street, this happened. We're going to see a lot of results, and I think it's going to trickle up into the legislative realm as we put more and more pressure on it. But I think if you want to talk about politicization in ways that really impact people's lives, I think for a lot of people, like we're talking about half people who don't vote, it's always going to be a harder sell trying to convince them that something so many layers divorced from their day-to-day existence is relevant, such as electoral politics. Whereas if you are face to face with the representatives of capital, your boss, your landlord, the cops, that connection becomes a lot more apparent for a lot of people.